Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. All right, so we got Bitcoin up here on the hourly, and as you guys can see, Bitcoin has seen better days. Right now, one Bitcoin we got here going for about 104,500. So this is the hourly chart here, and as you guys can see on the hourly, this last hourly candlestick is turning green. It looks like it could be a reversal candlestick. We don't know yet. This has been a trend now that has been mirroring what is happening in traditional markets, guys. I've got the Russell 2000 up here. Let me throw that on the daily for you guys, and let me just take that off. So we got past this high, which is what we were looking for. Unfortunately, though, there's too much negative sentiment in traditional markets due to, China, Trump, tariffs, etc. So markets are indecisive, and guys, that is showing up in crypto. Let's bring it back to Bitcoin right now, and let's just zoom out here on the daily. So we've got one Bitcoin going for 104,500. I think now that we're at this point, the next question remains, how far down are we going to get? Are we going to get back down to that $100,000 mark, or even, dare I say, even lower, maybe down and around here? And that would bring one Bitcoin in around 98,200 for one Bitcoin. So these are levels that we haven't seen since June, since early summer 2025. I mean, we did find support down and around there, and that finally got us up to that new high, $123.200 per coin. At this point, guys, unfortunately, we still don't know. We still have to see how traditional markets are going to react when they open this morning. If you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm releasing it, it is October 17th, 2025. And markets have not opened yet. As you guys can see, XRP is also mimicking these same price swings. So following Bitcoin right now in a speculative market, one XRP currently going for $2.22. Where XRP is going to go down to, I don't know yet. Bitcoin is the leader of the market, and as you guys can see, fear and greed is setting in hardcore for everybody trading in crypto. The market cap is down to 3.52 trillion, so that's down by 7.16% just in 24 hours. And take a look at the red on the board. Bitcoin is down 6.18%. Ethereum's down 8.35%. BNB coin took a huge hit, 11.75%. We got XRP down almost 10%, 9.34%. Solana down to almost 10%. So this is crypto. This is crypto. How are you guys feeling? Are we in a bear market yet? Nick Crypto Crusader posting this. Oh, how people will be very, very shocked when what happens once all the noise around the trade war and political nonsense gets turned down. Right now, it's hard to see, but crypto will add trillions to their market cap, and we will experience the largest alt season in history. Patience will soon pay. For me, guys, the question is how long is this going to take vis-a-vis where, the political narrative is concerned? If we're looking at four-year cycle theory, I mean, there's only a little bit of time left. That little bit of time, though, has translated into huge exponential gains in the past. So for more information on how I'm treating this bull run, you guys can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. These are crucial days, critical times, when to cash out, when I'm going to be cashing out. Follow me for more information. It is only $5 a month, but you got to subscribe and stay subscribed to lock into that subscription price. Big news for Ripple, guys, just announced yesterday. Brad Garlinghouse coming out with this. Today, Ripple is breaking into the $120 trillion corporate treasury payment market with the $1 billion acquisition of a brand new company, guys, GTreasury. The past few years have reminded this industry why payments, first and foremost, is the primary use case for crypto and blockchain, and he capitalizes the here. Payments are where Ripple first started for exactly these reasons. The infrastructure is complex, siloed, and inefficient, but as we know, perfectly positioned to benefit from decentralized financial technologies. Astounding amounts of cash are trapped in outdated payment systems, creating friction, unnecessary costs, and barrier to entering new markets. GTreasury has been serving some of the most well-known brands for decades, and now together with Ripple, will be able to help CFOs manage all their assets, including stablecoins, tokenized deposits, etc., at scale around the world, as well as put their idle capital to work with repo markets via their other acquisition there, Hidden Road. So that is the latest update here, guys. Paul Barron posting this. From my prediction, Ripple just made a $1 billion power move by acquiring GTreasury. They're not just entering the corporate treasury space, they're bringing the XRPL to Fortune 500 finance teams managing trillions of dollars in capital. So I've got the GTreasury website up here. And as you guys can see, the world's most adaptable treasury platform 100% cash visibility connected to 13,000 banks. And the payments volume, guys, 12.5 trillion. I'm assuming that is annually, or maybe that's altogether in total. And here's the breakdown, just some of what they do. Okay, so they incorporate banks, ERPs, ARAPs, general ledgers, data warehousing, payment processing. So they do everything here, BI and reporting, compliance, trading, and market data. The platform is here centrally secured analytics, collaboration workflows, and they have data layers there. And they deal with liquidity management, cash forecasting, payments, netting, and risk. So they do it all, guys. Company, we look at the About Us section here. It says for over 30 years, we've been innovating our solutions to give clients a powerful single source of truth for their complex global finances. As technology treasury in the world has evolved, so have we, from our first product built on Orazio, Manzi Pater, whatever that is, a pioneer of automated treasury software, to our current SaaS treasury ecosystem. Our mission has stayed the same. Here they say to create solutions that empower finance teams to drive business value. Our decades of expertise have allowed us to evolve with treasury and lead the category into the future. Our work in the past has shaped our bright vision for the future of finance with innovations like comparative benchmarking solutions or AI-enabled actionable insights. So they are looking at AI technologies now. We're actively improving treasury for more than 1,000 customers in 30 plus industries and in over 160 countries. So that is currently what they're working on here. Vincent Van Code posting this. I'm pretty sure no one in crypto Twitter even understands what this is. Here's a short explainer. So giving you guys some more insight on the GTreasury partnership or acquisition, I guess I should say. GTreasury provides software that enables mainly large multinational corporations handling payments, liquidity, cash flow, etc. So the software links into banks and payment systems like SWIFT and the ISO 20022 compliance standard. So this acquisition, along with Hidden Road and standard custody and trust, allows Ripple to introduce digital assets into the $100 trillion treasury market, essentially positioning Ripple to be that one-stop shop. Was this the last piece of the puzzle, or is there still more to go? Ripple doesn't need to sell XRP to the big corporates. That is just part of the plumbing. The SaaS and UI doesn't change. It just means Ripple progressively rolls out faster, more efficient rails. So that is the game here, says Vincent Van Code. Cowboy Crypto also commenting on this, Ripple's acquisition of GTreasury. Okay, so they provide over 2,000 pre-configured connections. So don't forget, these guys already have the connections to these big financial institutions. So to banks, so 2,000 connections to banks, global financial institutions worldwide. This includes direct API, SFTP host-to-host, and Swift integration supporting real-time data flows for Treasury teams. These connections cover more than 13,000 banks globally, facilitating multi-bank access for over 1,000 clients in 160 plus countries. The network spans major institutions, guys. So Bank of America, we got JP Morgan Chase, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, and regional players in the APAC and EMEA region, including ANZ, DBS, BNP Paribas, etc. And that information there coming from Grok. So big news, competing with Swift, guys, on a really meaningful basis here. Scam Detective posting this now, posting somebody's one-star review of GTreasury, clunky aging software with a code base dating back 30 years and a slew of poorly integrated add-ons, lagging far behind their competitors. Inept leadership pushes innovation while remaining clueless about the technology investments required. It sounds actually like a disgruntled employee, if I may. But guys, now they've been purchased by Ripple, so chances are this is going to change. The acquisition, and guys, what does it mean for XRP? This coming from Bull D up here. XRP could evolve into a corporate reserve asset powering global treasury flows, not just remittances. So think of that demand for XRP. Right now, again, guys, we are trading in a spec market, and we're following Bitcoin, and the chart is looking abysmal at the moment. But, this is all going to change when we do see this real-world utility really kind of ramp up and at scale. Don't forget, it has to be at scale. So this is what it's going to mean for XRP, powering global treasury flows. So not just remittances, corporates using Ripple's treasury tools might start holding XRP for liquidity and settlements. Then there's the real utility, real demand, right? Treasury usage, long-term buying pressure. Institutional adoption means transparency or means supply transparency, and Ripple's escrow strategy will matter more than ever. So Ripple is slowly morphing into an XRP treasury company, aligning its future directly with XRP's success. So did we see this coming? I mean, the one-stop shop was one thing. Ripple, though, actively needing XRP for this bigger picture plan. Who is GTreasury and why does it matter? This coming from the Wrath of Kahneman, okay? So a bit more insight here. Ripple's acquisition is a big leap and represents a clear direction for the future. So who are they? We talked a little bit about that. It's a digital control center, a router for money, the software available cash in 100s of accounts across the globe, scheduled payments, and the effects of currency fluctuation, debt, and investment. GTreasury is known for 40 plus years, about 40 years of integrating about 800 plus banks worldwide. They integrate directly into major ERP systems like SAP, Oracle, NetSuite, and connects larger banks, right? Like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. Guys, these are the rails. And these are the companies, these are the big banks that are already using this technology. So why Ripple bought them? So they're going to have now direct access to the corporate global money movement. With this, Ripple can bring RLUSD and XRP settlement options into existing treasury workflows. So a company could move funds across subsidiaries, currencies, or counterparties instantly without changing software or bank. So essentially, making this interoperable means making it more seamless for the end user. And the build out. So guys, first we had Medico, $250 million, Hidden Road Rail, and now GTreasury. Ripple has spent $3 billion building a complete corporate financial stack where they can offer every layer between a corporate CFO's dashboard and on-chain settlement. So I know. What about XRP? He says, I will leave that for you to consider what the implications are for a company that is built around the XRP ledger becoming embedded in corporate finance while holding 40% of XRP supply. It's important market penetration. Guys, the utility for XRP is going to be huge, as Bull Diep does say here. XRP could be that corporate reserve asset now being used for powering treasury flows, not just remittances. I mean, we were, at the beginning thinking, okay, the remittances are going to be such a big market, but really it's more than just that. So John Dean also going over those acquisitions, Hidden Road, Rail, Medico Standard Custody, and also Fortress Trust. We didn't talk too much about them. And Algorand too, okay, the corporate market making, trading, engineering, talent, enhancing liquidity and trading tools. So this just to name a few, and he just gives some more description on those. I will link all this in the description, guys, if I'm going too fast, but I guess I should start thanking John Deaton, the Wrath of Kahneman, BD here, Scam Daddy, Cowboy Crypto, Vincent Van Cote, of course, Paul Barron, Brad Garlinghouse, and Nick Crypto Crusader for posting those. Nick Fuentes also commenting on this brand new acquisition. So once the deal clears with GTreasury, Ripple will own a treasury platform already live in the Swift interoperability lane. So remember, guys, the idea was to be able to take on Swift, and this is how they're doing it. So the Swift interoperability lane. Translation, no, building Swift integrations from scratch. There's legal, technical, and compliant paths in place. A huge win for enterprise adoption of XRP. So then he was just tweeting out Chad Steingraber's Swift application profile from 2024. And you guys can see there's already the applicant up here already, GTreasury, already integrated into that. So guys, this really is, I guess, Ripple's backdoor, their pathway to be able to challenge Swift. I mean, there were a lot of hurdles, a lot of red tape early on. But now, guys, because Ripple's become so successful and because they become so rich too, dare I say, I mean, the value of the company has just gone up tremendously over the last several years. They are now positioned to do this one acquisition at a time, and they are doing it, okay? I'll put the pieces of the puzzle together for you. This coming from Mr. Man. Ripple plus GTreasury, we got the Federal Reserve and Swift all in one. So GTreasury functions as the corporate side, equivalent to a RippleNet endpoint, where Ripple handles settlement between institutions. GTreasury automates internal liquidity, FX, and derivatives management inside those institutions. Once tokenized instruments like the RLUSD commercial paper or on the ledger swap become mainstream, GTreasury could easily plug into that environment as the orchestration interface for tokenized treasury options. So what does this mean, guys? Well, the system integrates directly with banks, APIs, Swift, and payment networks, placing it in the same functional domain as international liquidity desks and derivatives clearing framework governed by BIS, CPMI, and Basel III. Well, that just changes the game, doesn't it? So transform your treasury. These are just some screen grabs here. Transform your treasury with GTreasury. BNY is also integrated there, as you guys can see. And BNY Mellon, of course, a big partner of Ripple, one from a very long time ago. So guys, when will we see this impact on XRP price action? Bill Morgan posting this. This will have little or no impact on the reality that XRP price action specifically follows Bitcoin price action and generally follows the market as a whole. So this is what we're seeing today. Again, guys, this was just announced today. We aren't even seeing this technology really develop at scale yet. So XRP, as you guys can see, we're seeing a bit of a bump right now. XRP back up to $2.27. But I bet you, and I haven't even looked at the Bitcoin chart, yeah, I bet you it's following Bitcoin, and sure enough, it is. So Bitcoin rebounding too. Bitcoin did get down to 103,000. Now Bitcoin is rebounding up about 105,000, 106,000 per coin. As Bill Morgan says, it's following Bitcoin price action. Hence, XRP price has fallen with Bitcoin's price. So what does he say here? The benefits. Okay, so he's just also commenting on this, but just reminding us that we are still trading in a spec market. So is this Checkmate Saul here posting this? I believe it is. And what he's posting here, a tweet from David Schwarz from just yesterday, must let Tom pick onion. Okay, I don't know what this is from, but it looks like it's from some kind of television show. Do not interfere with Tom selecting the onion. Now, okay, what does this mean? He thinks this has to do with the history of GTreasury, and David Schwarz putting it out there in plain sight for us, kind of like a riddle. Well, exactly like a riddle. We have to understand these connections from way back. Like this one in 2010, GTreasury partnered with Axletree Solutions. They're a Swift regional partner and service bureau to enhance Swift connectivity offerings for corporates, enabling full Treasury workstation integration with straight-through payment processing. In 2014, GTreasury became the first North American company selected by Swift as an application service provider. Then in 2014, in October, GTreasury extended its Swift partnership by incorporating SwiftRef, okay, data for IBAN and ABA connections and lookups. And now we have the ongoing GTreasury maintaining active Swift compatibility features in its platform, including support for legacy MT messages in preparation for the full ISO 20022 migration by November of this year, November 2025. And now we have Ripple integrating, or rather acquiring, GTreasury. So guys, what is this onion David Schwarz is talking about? Onions? I believe that's Checkmate. Guys, he posted this back in July of 2022. Now, I don't know how long this deal has been in the making. I don't know if maybe there's more to it. Well, Moultrie Patriot here also posting this. Tom Swift and the visitor from the planet. So we have Tom, as David Schwarz did mention in this tweet from just yesterday. We have onions. We have Checkmate. We have Tom Swift from this book here. Is it all collected? Well, Layerlock says onions have layers. And guys, this is a multi-layered process. Could it be that this was always the case? Ripple has been working to challenge Swift for all these years, and this was the last piece of the puzzle they needed in order to succeed. As we're seeing currently, the price of XRP is following that of Bitcoin, guys, starting to move up slowly. We're up another cent, $2.28 per coin. Right now, we're trading in a spec market. I'm going to be making my targets accordingly. Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you want to see where I'm going to be selling my XRP. And if you guys are interested in physical merch, you can mosey on down to the Working Money Channel merch store. Link is in the description of the video. I got all kinds of fun stuff here. If that's something you're interested in, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.